Seoul, South Korea's entertainment world is again rocked by shocking news. Bang Taehyung, founder of HYBE Corporation and the man behind BTS's global success, has finally opened up about the health of Jungkook, one of the group's youngest members. The issue that had become a trending topic on various social media made the fans, ARMY, uneasy. However, what exactly happened? Why did this news suddenly become a hot topic of conversation? Speculation about Jungkook's health first surfaced after fans noticed a change in his activities. Jungkook, who is usually active on social media, has recently been seen appearing less frequently. In fact, some fans mentioned that he looked thinner and tired in his last few appearances. Are these signs that Jungkook is facing serious problems? In the midst of this uproar, Bang Taehyung comes up with a shocking statement. In a sudden press conference held at HYBE headquarters, he expressed his views on this rumor. "I know there are a lot of concerns out there. Jungkook is a much-loved artist, and we appreciate the attention given to him. However, there are some things I need to clarify," he said in a serious tone. One of the most discussed rumors is the allegation that Jungkook suffers from a chronic illness that affects his schedule. Some media outlets even reported that he had been undergoing intensive treatment secretly. Although HYBE previously chose not to comment, fans are increasingly convinced that there is something to hide. As an ordinary human being, of course our artists also have physical limitations. However, I ask everyone not to draw conclusions too quickly, Bang Taehyung continued. This statement, while trying to calm, actually raises more questions. Why didn't HYBE immediately give a more concrete explanation? Is there something they are trying to protect? This news was further complicated by the confession of an anonymous staff member who worked at one of BTS's concert locations. The staff claimed that he saw Jungkook had to receive medical assistance before and after the concert. She looked so exhausted. There were even times where she had to sit backstage for a few minutes before continuing her performance, the source said. The thing that made this press conference even more dramatic was the emotion that was clearly visible on Bang Taehyung's face. Usually calm and diplomatic, this time he seemed to struggle to contain his feelings. Jungkook is a very dedicated person. He always gave 100%, even when his body gave the sign to stop. However, as a company, we also have to make sure that our artists get time to rest, she said as she took a deep breath. This statement made many fans feel relieved, but not a few felt it was proof that something bigger was going on behind the scenes. Some even questioned, does the pressure to continue to maintain BTS's global success make its members sacrifice their health? BTS fans know very well that Jungkook is the type of person who rarely complains. In various interviews, he often says that his happiness is to make others smile. However, did this attitude actually backfire on him? In an old video that went viral, Jungkook can be seen talking about his fatigue. "Sometimes I feel like I don't have time for myself. But when I see ARMY, it all feels worth it," he said with a tired smile. These words, once considered a sign of dedication, are now seen by many as a signal of danger. Has Jungkook been covering up his struggle to maintain a positive image? ARMY, known as one of the largest and most loyal fandoms in the world, immediately gave full support to Jungkook. Hashtags like #StayStrongJungkook and #ProtectJungkook became trending on Twitter within hours. Many have called on HYBE to provide more transparency about the health of its artists. On the other hand, some critics of the music industry began to question the work ethic in South Korea's entertainment world. Does the demand to keep performing perfectly on stage make artists like Jungkook have to sacrifice their health? BTS fans know very well that Jungkook is the type of person who rarely complains. In various interviews, he often says that his happiness is to make others smile. However, does this attitude actually backfire on him? In an old video that went viral, Jungkook can be seen talking about his fatigue. "Sometimes I feel like I don't have time for myself. But when I see ARMY, it all feels worth it," he said with a tired smile. These words, once considered a sign of dedication, are now seen by many as a signal of danger. Has Jungkook been covering up his struggle to maintain a positive image? ARMY, known as one of the largest and most loyal fandoms in the world, immediately gave full support to Jungkook. Hashtags like #StayStrongJungkook and #ProtectJungkook became trending on Twitter within hours. Many have called on HYBE to provide more transparency about the health of its artists. On the other hand, some critics of the music industry began to question the work ethic in South Korea's entertainment world. Does the demand to keep performing perfectly on stage make artists like Jungkook have to sacrifice their health? Although Bang Se-hyuk has tried to ease the speculation, there are still many unanswered questions. Is Jungkook really sick? If so, how serious is his condition? And why does HYBE, which is usually transparent, look more closed this time? For many fans, the answers to these questions are very important. Jungkook is not just an artist to them, he is a symbol of hope and inspiration. Losing it, even for a while, would be a heavy blow. To date, HYBE has not provided additional statements regarding this issue. However, one thing is certain is the tremendous public attention to Jungkook's health. Bang Se-hyuk himself has promised that they will take steps to ensure the welfare of their artists in the future. However, is this promise enough to dispel worries? Or is it just a reminder that behind the glitter of the stage, there is a harsh reality that K-pop idols must face? This article will continue to be updated with the latest developments related to this issue. Stay with us for updates on Jungkook and how HYBE is handling the situation. The news about Jungkook's health condition not only provoked sympathy, but also provoked the anger of some fans and observers of the entertainment industry. Many began to question HYBE's steps in dealing with this issue, even accusing them of deliberately covering up the truth. Is this company so focused on profit that it neglects the health of its artists? In heated discussions on various online forums, some fans expressed their disappointment in HYBE. They always talk about the artist's health as a priority, but the reality is different. Why does Jungkook look so tired lately? If he's really sick, why don't they give him a break right away? Wrote a Twitter user who got thousands of retweets. Some music analysts also began to criticize the system of work in the K-pop industry, in particular the great pressure that BTS has experienced as a group that has gone global. Their popularity is great, but the price to pay does not seem small either. Since their debut, BTS has rarely enjoyed long breaks, with a busy schedule ranging from world tours to music production to individual activities. Jungkook started his career at a very young age. He has been under the public spotlight for more than a decade. No human being can survive without psychological and physical consequences in these conditions, a pop culture critic said in an interview with local media. The controversy was further compounded by claims that HYBE had delayed announcements about the health conditions of several other artists, including Suga, who underwent shoulder surgery, and Jimin, who suffered a hand injury. Many have wondered, is Jungkook's case a recurring pattern that shows this company's lack of transparency? As usual, in the heat of discussion, conspiracy theories began to appear. One of the most controversial theories is the assumption that HYBE deliberately concealed Jungkook's health condition to protect the company's reputation and the value of their shares. HYBE is a business-oriented company. If there is bad news about BTS, especially Jungkook, who has great appeal among international fans, the impact could be very significant. They may feel the need to control the narrative to avoid financial losses, wrote one well-known K-pop forum user. This theory is reinforced by the fact that HYBE is one of the largest entertainment companies in the world with a market value of billions of dollars. With BTS as their biggest asset, it's only natural that the company wants to protect the group's image at all costs. In the midst of a storm of controversy, Bang Se-hyuk's figure is also not out of the spotlight. Many praised him as a protector for BTS, but others began to question whether he was demanding too much from the group he formed.